Access Hollywood. I had a question for you, Joss.
Yeah.
You just beat Blake and Adam's winning streak. You just won The Voice on Team Usher. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. I mean, it's been so great working with Usher. And yeah, that's been the story of the show, right? Either Adam wins or Blake wins, or Adam wins or Blake wins, and that's how it goes. So yeah, to change that, and I think kind of change more things about the type of music and just some different things that we did. It's great. It's amazing.
Right here.
Hi, Usher. Yesterday you said that winning today would be good motivation to come back and defend your title. So does that mean you're coming back?
Well, I mean, this is definitely a great way to close season 6. This obviously gives great reason and logic to come back and defend the title. But more than that, I think what Josh just said, to change the idea about what type of winner wins and what it takes to win, the type of songs we chose, the type of coaching that went into it, the fact that there is obviously second chances in life, and from those second chances, something incredible can happen, and that's what happened with Josh.
If you can just state your name first so they have an idea. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Marissa. Okay, so as you were up there and it was the final 2, what was going through your mind, both Josh and Usher?
I mean, for me, you know, it had been such a stressful night and morning, and I don't know what was going through my mind. Just it was a lot of nerves and heart racing and waiting, and it felt like forever. And you know, it was great to be up there with the 3 of them. They're you know, both of them are such amazing performers as well. So yeah, it was mostly just anticipation and wondering what was going to happen next.
And Carson Daly, who was just finishing his hosting duties, just joined us. So thank you, Carson.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I want to congratulate Josh Kaufman.
For me, obviously, winning was every bit of what I hoped for, and losing was not an option. I couldn't imagine walking away this season after seeing season after season Blake and Adam winning. You know, I think that Josh really put up an incredible performance and fight as an artist here in this competition. And though there had been, I guess, a glitch, you know, it is undeniable that he is the voice for more than just the vote, but the simple fact that a man like himself could come to the voice and be a shining example of what you can do if you have determination, passion, and commitment.
Hi. Hi, I'm Lindsay. I actually was going to ask about the glitch, Josh. I know that last night you tweeted about it, and it seems like your fans took a big grassroots campaign to make sure people knew how to find the song. People were having trouble finding it. It still got to number 20. How were you feeling last night and this morning? You know, were you worried? I mean, you didn't know it was going to go down after all that.
It was strange because I felt really good about last night and the performances, and it was fun, and we did, you know, came straight to here and did the press, and Usher was there with me and just had a good time. And then all of a sudden I pick up my phone after all that's over, and I just have nothing but texts and messages on Facebook and Twitter, and so I start figuring out what's happening. So I mean, the night got pretty stressful, and I was worried about how that was going to affect everything. And of course, I don't know. You know, I had no idea how it would affect it, and for all I knew, it wouldn't. But it's just kind of that feeling of like, wait a minute, what's going on? How do I deal with this? But I know there were so many people working behind the scenes to figure it all out, and they did.
I also want to quickly say about as I mentioned, the glitch, that however you looked at it, and we are a very open book show, right? Very authentic for our fans, really critical. And that's why Carson mentioned at the beginning of the show, as you know, Carson's the producer on the show, mentioned at the beginning of the show, oh, there was a glitch. But by the way, if we'd have left the numbers with your downloads, you still clearly won. And as per the rules, we can remove any form of voting, and you remove that, and you still clearly and convincingly won. Every way you ever look at it, this guy is the winner of The Voice.
Bill Kavanaugh.
Usher, over here on your right. I know it's only been a few minutes, but did you say anything to Blake or Adam, or did they say anything to you after Josh?
I heard him say "F you both." followed up with, "This is my shit."
Actually, I haven't seen Adam. I think he may be behind the stage counting votes. I don't know.
Anything you want to say to them?
Oh man, it's been a pleasure. Season 4 and season 6 working with them. I wouldn't know the way, and obviously wouldn't have found my way towards a win without Adam recognizing Josh's talent. And now, I'm gonna miss him, because obviously, with Pharrell taking my seat for next season, I now will just be a fan watching at home. But I love them both. I think that they're incredible men, they're incredible artists, and they're amazing coaches.
But seriously, it feels good to beat them both, doesn't it?
Okay, now you want the real thing?
Yeah.
Man, it feels good to have a new coach win, right? I mean, I couldn't take another season of that.
It does feel good.
I mean, what? If Blake won it, I would have walked off the scene.
We called Usher the Mr. Miyagi of coaches because when he first started in season 4, he had these unbelievable little things he would make the artists do, and it was like wax on, wax off, and we called him Mr. Miyagi. Yeah. But there was always a method to his madness, and it was so much fun to watch him come into the show that pre-existed him, where he could have just watched it on TV and go, "Oh, this is how you coach. I don't need to do more or less than that." But he did so much more, and it was so evident. People were just like, "Wow, Usher's like making Josh run laps and push-ups, and it was about breathing, and he cared so much, and it was fun. It's fun to see you get rewarded for your coaching style. It's exactly why we built the show for a coach like you, and it's nice to see it get away from Adam and Blake for a season. Any fan of the show would say that.
Yeah, it was. My process is a bit unorthodox, but I mean, there's stuff like bleaching your hair. There's I could have done that.
Right over here.
This question for Usher and Josh with extra. So you guys are just off of your win. How are you both going to celebrate individually?
Well, the first thing I want to do is spend some quality time with my family. I don't know what that involves, where we'll go, or what we're doing, but the first thing I want to do, when I get a chance, I've got some other things, obviously, that are priority right now that have to get done, but I want to be with my family.
There's champagne in the winner circle, right? Popping bottles. Obviously, to savor this sweet victory is great, and really begin to figure out what happens next. Yeah.
Right here.
Hi, this question's for Mark. Mark, you speak of the great coaches that we have on the show. We have great talent that constantly wins this show. For Josh, as the voice winner, do you know of any new plans to make sure that he's not forgotten, to make sure that America remembers how talented he is?
Well, I don't think Usher is going to let anybody in America forget who Josh is, for sure. Listen, Josh is great. I think we're going to be seeing absolutely fantastic music coming out from Josh really soon. He just has that voice. He is the voice.
By the way, I was to add to that, just thinking about your performance with Robin Thicke, who's a member of our family as well, who we all love. And there's really I think there was just great, I don't know if that's a direction for you or whatnot, but when you watch Robin Thicke, who's been so successful, and then you see yourself doing that, and that was such a great performance. It was fun. You really could see, I almost felt like watching the Grammys or something. I don't know what direction you're going to go from here or where Usher will take you, but that was such a validating moment to watch you with Robin Thicke.
Over here.
Hi, Russ, Hollywood Life. Do you think that Adam is still going to take some credit for this win? Because he had you earlier in the game.
I don't know. I don't think he will. But he gets a little bit of credit. I mean, I started there, but I ended up in the right place.
And he signed, sealed, delivered you to me.
That's right.
Thank you. Right here.
Hi, Courtney with Oh So Gray. So my question is for you, Josh. Now that you've won and you're past this big moment barely, what are you going to do to keep the momentum going?
Well, I mean, obviously there is the Voice Tour this summer, so that's coming up pretty quickly, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll be doing that, but then it's a matter of figuring out what a record is going to look like, and I'm excited about that. But that's going to be the next step for sure.
Right here.
Hi, this question is for Usher. what advice do you have for Pharrell and Gwen for defeating the bookends? Since you were able to do what nobody has done so far, what could you tell them?
Well, be motivated by the fact that I was able to win The Voice. That's one. I think that they both are incredible artists, and as long as they are as true in their process of working with talent as they are with their creative, then it should work. They're geniuses. They're incredible. I've worked with Pharrell, so I worked with him with my team, so I know he understands, and in some way drove with the training wheels a little bit. So now he understands what he's got to do. But for the most part, I think they should just be true to who they are. That's what I did. It was a bit unorthodox. I did have them boxing and running laps and carrying dumbbells and trying to work on the diaphragm. But that was all the process of artist development. For me, this show represented something more than just The Voice. It was the process. And then, me and Mark had a conversation. He says, you got to remember, Usher, people are voting with more than just their ears. They're voting with their hearts. And that right there made this show mean more to me than anything that I probably will ever do on TV.
Right here.
Hey Josh, Melody with People, over here.
There you go.
Hi. Congratulations. This win is also a big deal for your family, your wife, and your kids. What does it mean for your family?
It means a ton. It's, what I've kept saying is it's been a lot of sacrifice to be away from them and to go through this whole process. Sacrifice for me, but also for them. My wife's had to do a lot more without me being able to be there to help. So it definitely makes it all worthwhile. And then it means too that moving forward, I'm able to help create a life for them doing what I love. So it's kind of a win-win.